Hey guys, so today I wanted to just briefly talk about a few things that I'm doing in my family for my son. My wife and I, we have an 18-month-old, and there's a couple things that we're doing that doesn't cost a ton. Like if you skip eating out, a few times a year, handful of times, whatever your habits are, if you just save and then properly invest, nothing fancy, very basic investing, you can dramatically change your children's financial future. And so, what's pretty cool, even if it's just a couple $100s a year, something simple, I just want to show you what we're doing in case it can help anyone. Now, I'm not saying this is the absolute best thing. There's a million different things you can do that are similar to this: Roth IRAs, regular IRAs, infinite banking, whole life policies, all different things out there. I just want to show you something that I am doing and I'll continue to do, and I'll probably do other things in addition to it. So, again, our son, he's 18 months old. I started what's called a custodial brokerage account. So, we have this through Charles Schwab for him. And then what we do is I am buying index funds, but I'm specifically buying technology based ones. So you can see this account, this is his. I control it till he's 25. And what's cool, I'm still learning how to do this, but at some point we're going to have a family office manage this and a trust. And so technically right now he gets access to it at 25. I'll probably put a couple more parameters on so that he can only touch like profits from it or other things like that, so that this can continue to grow for multiple generations. And this will all be handled through different trusts, family offices, and yeah, I just want to show a couple details on it. Today I bought more, so that's why I'm talking about it specifically today. The index that I'm buying for him is called, at least currently, lately, it's called the QQQ. This is based on the NASDAQ 100. It's like an aggressive cousin of the S&P 500. A lot of these are big tech companies. And so the top holdings are Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, definitely names you recognize: Facebook, Tesla, Google. And so what's cool about this, though, buying this, is it's an index, and it does change. Like, I'm not going to dive very deep into this, but essentially the companies that are chosen, and this adjusts frequently, a few times a year, is they have to meet certain criteria, or else the people handling the ETF, managing this product, they'll buy or sell based on their performance. So to me, the way I look at it is, for a very nominal fee, they're managing a portfolio for me. So I just buy the QQQ. That way you're not trying to do anything fancy. You're not trying to, like, unless someone has at a minimum a master's degree in finance, if not higher, and a lot of experience, they shouldn't be buying individual companies. Not after what I've just seen on my own, learned on my own, like the way this world really works, like this finance world. Unless you have very powerful connections or an incredibly thorough, experience resume doing this stuff, you really shouldn't be buying it on your own. So anyway, that's it. The QQ. This isn't the exact product, NDX. I just want to show like some past performance. What's nice, again, is they are adjusting things based on the individual company's performance. So you could see, like, this is the dot-com bubble. Essentially, you could see where it started, and of course, there's inflation involved and stuff. But ultimately, this is the product that I feel most comfortable with. And then the second product I would pick, the QQQ specifically is the product. NDX just is another way to look at it. NDX shows more history. And then the alternative is SPY, just investing in the good old S&P 500, like Warren Buffett teaches. The calculator that I'm looking at and expectations I have on this account for our son. So it's at 1400 today. After 24 years, and then the technology, it does have a better return than just the basic S&P 500. There's also dividends and stuff as well. We'll probably put anywhere between 1,000 and 2,000 each year into this. Whenever I typically buy. I don't try to time this or anything, but whenever I see the markets have had a good pullback, you can't really see it here, but it's fallen about 10%. That's pretty much my rule of thumb. Is after when I see some blood in the streets, that's when I'm going to just buy a share or two for him each year. And then, yeah, so this is, in my opinion, what I'm expecting for his account. But 1,400 today, in 24 years, when he'll start being able to touch this, at this rate of return, 12.5. Again, I do have a more aggressive look on the technology index, and then adding about 1,500 a year. You could see that puts it at about $250,000. And then let's say we do 2,000 a year. You could see how much it changes. Again, it's a few $100 difference is tens of thousands different in this account for him. And I don't fully know yet how I'm going to gradually let him have access. I have plenty of time, but I do plan on, there's a lot of different things you could do. Like, you could turn this into an IRA. You could turn chunks of it into an IRA, like a Roth IRA. There's a lot of things that can be done to help just change this, morph it into other things. Ultimately, I'd like to buy real estate with this. I am going to diversify for him. Like, I'll have technology stocks for him, a whole life policy here pretty soon. And eventually I got to figure out the best way to own it for him. But I'm going to buy probably a Subto deal for him in the next 2 or 3 years, and then just set it up with a property manager. And then again, that'll be another asset where by the time he's 25, that property will have several $100,000 worth of equity for him. So yeah, nothing too fancy. I just wanted to show you how eating out less, or just doing a few things less, and then parking that money into a really cool product, or different ways to put that money can dramatically change your children, your posterity, their future. So yeah, just wanted to share in case it could help anyone. If you have any questions, just hit me up on Instagram. Just DM me. I love talking about this stuff. Before real estate, this is what I did full time, and so I thoroughly enjoy it. And yeah, guys, let me know if you have any questions.